We just had court 2 days ago. And then the sheriff showed up today. We were packing everything, trying to get out of there. Sheriff showed up today, this morning, as I'm packing up. Won't let me take anything but get 3 packs of diapers. Not our camper, our dirt bikes, nothing. What the fuck?
That's what happens for non-payment. Listen, guys, listen. I hear people say, Orlando, you know, maybe. Give people a break. Missing 6 to 8 months of rent payments. Listen, it's a tough economy. Yeah, I hear that. Listen, guys, I've said this over and over again. As the economy goes down, things happen, right? I understand people lose jobs. I understand that things are getting more expensive, which means things are getting tighter. That's the reason why I preach on this channel, to make sure that you set money aside for an emergency savings account.
Yep.
I say that all the time. And as the economy is getting worse and worse and worse, what happens that we knew would happen? People are getting evicted. People are losing their homes. People are losing their jobs. And it keeps going on and on and on. Yes. And while this is sad, right? I don't want anyone to lose their home. I don't want anyone to get evicted from their home. But you have to understand this, guys. Let me say this very, very clear. If you don't make your payments, you don't pay your rent, you will get evicted. I know. Everybody, Orlando, you better stop it. You better stop it with this nonsense. No, that is untrue. Don't you say that. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Also, too, I have a newsletter. Yes, a newsletter. And it's completely free. How can you beat free? You can. And then also, too, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial or investment properties, I'm your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years, and I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment and the description. Guys, let's jump straight to it. It's really simple. When you don't make your rent payments, you will get evicted.
I think you're joking, but great.
The point of being a landlord like myself is you make money, you pay the mortgage, and then what's left over is profit, if there even is a profit. That's a whole nother situation. But the point is that your money that you pay in rent, in most cases, for most landlords, you know where it goes? To a mortgage. I'm broke! And guess who's responsible for the mortgage? It's not you. It's not you. No, the person who's responsible for the mortgage is the landlord. And what happens if the landlord can't make his payments? Can he go to the bank and say, let me just show you this paperwork of my tenants not paying me rent, and I want you to stop the foreclosure on this because they are not paying me my rent. You know what the bank's gonna say, like myself?
You serious?
And you're still gonna get foreclosed on. And see, while a tenant doesn't care that a property is getting foreclosed on the landlord because it's not their business. A landlord does not care that you have all these circumstances because the result is still the same. The result is you're not paying the rent. I'm not gonna receive the money that I need to do to take care of my business. But I can hear people in the background right now. I can hear people saying right now, there's somebody's just a keyboard warrior, just typing away. Orlando, you're wrong for this. Yeah, I know. I get it. I understand. Telling people to pay their rent, it's so wrong. But you guys don't believe that there's a lot of evictions going on right now. Let's hear the point of view from just one individual who's in the industry.
I have about 20 people waiting to be set out, meaning that they didn't go to court, they went to court, they don't have the money, whatever the case may be, but we're waiting for them to be set out. And I have about 5 people that are being set out this week. I've already sent them an email. I've already knocked on their door. I've already alerted them. And they don't care. So a lot of times people look at the landlord or the leasing agent or the manager and they're mad at us. But I'm trying to understand, like, you didn't pay your rent. And it's been 6 months, it's been 4 months, it's been 5 months. So you had enough time to move out the unit, to make arrangements, to get rental assistance, to do whatever you need to do. And if you didn't do it, unfortunately, the time is up. And a judge signs off on the eviction. It's not a decision that we make. The judge has to sign off on it. So I hope this information helps you guys, enlightens you guys, and motivates you to pay your rent or
to get evicted. She cut out that last part. Look, but I'll say it. I'll say it. Because that's the result. Listen, there's too many times, guys, especially in this day and age, where people do not want to hear the result because it's bad. They do not want to hear the result because the result is bad. You cannot, in this day and age, without people getting mad, say, you didn't pay your rent, so you're going to get evicted, sir. And people be like, you're a bad landlord. You're a horrible person. You are asking for money that I agreed to, that I signed on a dotted line? Are you kidding me? How could you ever ask for that?
How dare you?
Now, I just want you to remember, I just need you to remember, just a couple of years ago, during the pandemic, tenants had a ton of leverage. There was a point where you could not pay your mortgage months, even in some areas, years. California. And then now that you haven't made payments in 2 years, you have the nerve to say, why are you asking me for money? I've been living here rent-free for 2 years. You have no right to ask me for money. These people are getting evicted.
How dare you?
Now listen, on this channel, you know we're gonna give receipts.
There are multiple video evidence, social media evidence.
You know that I'm gonna show you the proof. So let's go ahead and just jump to the point where I show you the proof of individuals that live like this.
I used to get an eviction note every month or every other month, and it caused me to have eviction note anxiety. Okay, I stayed out in these apartment complexes that had billionaires in the office because they didn't give a like how you had, what you were going through, or if you ain't had the money, like they would put a fucking note on your door every fucking day for the rest of the fucking month. Felt like to embarrass you, to cause shame, to let everybody at the apartment complex know like you ain't paying your rent, you ain't got no money, and that had me in such a deep depression that I still recover from.
Eviction note anxiety. Woo! Woo!
The simplest way to put it, I have problems.
Let's just go ahead and call it what it is. That's a symptom, ma'am. See, the disease is you not paying the rent. See, the symptom is your made up symptom of eviction note anxiety. Guys, I just want you guys to know, this is a real thing, supposedly. She's not taking accountability for what caused the issue. The causing of the issue is you not paying the rent.
Your thoughts?
What? What? Who? That's the reason why you're getting the eviction notes. If you would pay the rent, then you wouldn't get the note on the door. You see how that works, guys? Listen, I know this is... Does that make sense to you? You pay the rent, you don't get eviction note anxiety, her words. And see, this is the day and age we live in, where people are saying everything that you do, even though the consequence is caused by them, now it's anxiety. Now I'm in a deep depression. Now it's all stories all day, every day, and they want to tell the landlord or anyone who will listen the reason why they can't pay you. But then get mad when you say the reason why you can't stay here is because, let's say it together, non-payment.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
And then did you hear what she said? She called the people who work at the property manager place. She said they're billionaires because they don't care. They don't care about my long drawn out story that ends in the result of me not giving them the money that they need for me to stay there. Make that make sense? When they've been trying to contact you and you've been ignoring them, ghosting them, and then now you want them to care about your story. I mean, look, I can't make this up. I can't make it up. I know what my viewers are saying. My viewers watching this video, they're saying, Orlando, listen. Why would someone ignore a big red sign on their door? Why would they ignore a big white pamphlet on their door saying, non-payment, if you don't pay, this happens? Nobody would ignore that, right?
Pull up on me. Pull up on me.
Hey, just following up with the brand. Are you paying before the end of the month? No. Okay. Perfect. Hey, I'm just following up with the brand. Thank you.
See what I'm saying? This individual has a big red sign. He's got Clifford on his door. And you're telling me he can't see that? The man ripped it off. He ripped it off through, they're asking for rent again. Why could they? Oh no. And this person wonders why they're getting evicted. This person is wondering, it will do a TikTok video that goes, I'm getting evicted from my landlord and I don't know the reason why. This is the eviction notice anxiety that the lady was talking about. This is what caused it. Ripping the bright red, bright yellow eviction notice off of your door. Woo, so much anxiety.
You can't count on anyone, especially your heroes.
I'm just saying, did you see that the individual obviously does not care? And everybody living in that home doesn't care either. How many people were walking in and out of there? 3, 4? Nobody's paying.
Hey, following up with the brand. Thank you. Following up with the brand. When are you gonna pay?
Well, if not this week, then next week. That is
Okay, just make sure to pay before the end of the month. Okay.
Sounded like he never paid.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Do you see what I'm talking about? Again, I know. Someone's gonna say, Orlando, I know a story, I know a guy. In his situation, it wasn't like that. Come on, man! But listen, my landlords know. How many stories do you hear? How many stories do you hear of a reason why someone won't pay you rent? Someone's always hurt. During COVID, man, it was COVID every day. It was, but you couldn't do anything about it. But you would go to the units and you would see brand new TVs in the dumpster. So many brand new TVs, it was flowing out of the dumpster, but they ain't paid you your rent. You go there, PS5s, everything, new furniture set, everything, in the dumpster. But maybe me telling you isn't enough. I know, maybe you need to hear from another professional, someone who's in the industry, someone who's a property manager that says, hey, look, when people come in, this is what I need you to do. Maybe. That's what you need.
Yes, I think it is important that if you get an eviction letter on the door, why are you bottling it up and throwing it in the trash? That's serious. Because whenever they file the eviction, that's the initial amount that you owe. But if you allow months and months to pile up, it's going to go from $1,500 to $3,000 to $4,500 to $60,000, whatever. It's going to keep going up. Because one thing about it, if you're still living there, they're going to keep charging you. So it's important that you get up, take your down to your local courthouse and ask them, what can I do? Do you guys have resources here? Do you have any assistance here? Because you do understand that a lot of courthouses, they have rental assistance at the courthouse. Some places have people set up in the courthouse to try to help you save your living situation. Not all, but some. So what I'm telling you is take that letter, go answer to the courts. Call. Some of them are doing Zoom. Some are doing in person. But call and follow up. It may buy you more time, 30 days, 10 days. I'm not sure, or they may give you the resource.
I mean, that makes too much sense, right? Think about this, guys. If you didn't have $1,000 or $2,000 to pay your rent, and now you're 3 to 4 months behind on that rent, on said rent. Now you're up to $8,000, $10,000. Do you have $10,000? My answer to that would be no, you don't. You do not have $8,000 to $10,000 because you didn't have the $1,000 to $2,000 that you owed in rent.
So we don't have the capacity.
The longer you go in not paying rent, the chances that you're able to catch up are almost slim to none. While she was explaining, she said something like, you should take this serious. You should go to the courthouse. Are you crazy? I agree with her. But you think people are going to go to the courthouse and admit that they were wrong in not paying rent so that they could lose and have to pay said rent? That would be accountability.
This is a house that we haven't got any rent from our tenant in about almost 8 months. So they were 3 to 4 months behind. We got them set up with Community Service League that helps catch people up on rent sometimes, and they covered about 4 months behind rent plus the eviction attorney fees we got reimbursed for. And then from there the tenant didn't make any payments again after that. Another 3 months went by. We filed eviction after a month or so, and then it took about 6 weeks to get a court date, and from there they set a trial, and then from the trial date in Missouri, pretty much everybody gets one continuance for any reason whatsoever. And of course our tenant asked for a continuance for some dumb reason or another.
So you're telling me even after you worked out, giving this individual some space and hooking him up with someone who could pay his back rent, his legal fees, and everything associated with it, he still didn't take that reset. And he still didn't pay you.
It's an evil world we live in.
And it doesn't apply to here, because I know there's always an exemption to the rule, but majority of people, when they show you who they are, you have to believe them. Fact. You have to believe them, guys. Listen, I know. Listen, this is a behavioral issue. Someone who goes around and says, I'm not gonna pay my bills.
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna pay my bills, but it's everyone else's fault. I'm not going to pay my bills. I'm gonna sign on the dotted line, and guess what? It's your fault. It's your fault I signed on the dotted line. It's your fault that I didn't pay the bills. It's your fault.
I beg your pardon?
Hence the reason at Orlando University, accountability is definitely number one. You're not gonna come to Orlando University. You're not gonna be enrolled in Orlando University and then try to tell me that the reason why you didn't pay your bills is because of someone else. The reason why you signed on the dotted line was because of someone else. You're not telling me that. I mean, you can tell me that. I just won't believe you. But anyway, guys, if you like content like this, please join our Patreon. We do exclusive videos over there. You will love it. And also, we all know that you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get you into your first rental property. You guys will love it. See you in the next one. Thanks.